由于将使用生物识别方式的错误。
Ooh, flying with the power chair. So this, I think my wife lost a lot of sleep over what we're going to do about the power chair. And rightfully so. It's very stressful. This was the first time we were going to bring the power chair. It worked out successfully. We got there, came back all in one piece, but that is a very stressful thing, right? If a power chair breaks, you're kind of out of luck. For example, we had a stroller break one time, but it was kind of, quote unquote, as easy as just we went and bought a new stroller in Japan 2 years ago because that one broke. If a power chair breaks, it's not that easy. So we were very careful. We did a lot of research trying to figure out what the best way to bring this thing on the plane, because obviously you can't bring it in the cabin with you. You're going to have, eyes off of it per se. And so we ended up deciding to bubble wrap the entire chair once we got to the gate. We thought bubble wrap would be our best option. One, because bubble wrap is kind of easy to pack in our luggage as well. It's light, so it didn't take up a lot of weight when we put it in our check-in baggages. We also made a card that had our daughter's picture on it, so it kind of put a face with the wheelchair, and it also gave instructions, just like a 2 to 3 sentence bullet points, really easy, quick to read, in English, in Chinese, and also in Korean. So the 3 countries we were going to, so no matter who kind of picked it up was hopefully able to read it, the instructions on how to move it, how to open it, how to fold it. This wheelchair also allows you to detach the joystick, which I highly recommend if you're able to do, and bring it with you. So what we did, we detached that, wrapped that in bubble wrap, and stuck it in a backpack with us, because then we just reattached it once we got off the plane. I think the most helpful was getting to the airport early. I would say if you're supposed to be there 2 hours ahead of a flight, I would say at least get there 2.5 to 3 hours ahead. You want to have that extra built-in time to talk to the check-in agents. You have to check the wheelchair battery, make sure they're lithium-ion batteries that are safe for flying. What I usually do is I usually download the user's manual, because it'll show the approval for the FAA, allowing you to carry those on for flight, just in case they need it at the gate or at the check-in counter. I can pull those up on my phone. And I think also the fact that we were there early and saw our daughter using the wheelchair, it kind of humanizes the piece of equipment, right? I mean, they're used to seeing equipment and luggage all the time, but seeing a human and explaining why they use it, why they need it, I think goes a long way. The goal of this channel is to show families that adventure is still possible, even if you have a disability or special needs or some physical limitations. I know there's definitely a little bit extra logistics involved and a little extra planning for someone or families with special needs, but it can be done. We'll give you our honest feedback on things, and hopefully we can be a resource for you. So enjoy your travels. Please subscribe if you want to see more. We're just getting started here, and thanks for watching.